Hello, I'm Ginkgo Sequoia and I am author of the book The Tree Mystic. The topic today is about being umbilical, and it covers approval, rejection, testing love, and reconciling loose ends. It's with Tom, one of the volunteers, and Solly, the Tree Mystic. And a very interesting subject, I think, and it starts as follows. Tom, can you describe to me what has troubled you most in your life? It's my cord, Solly. I have the wrong type. As a child, my school friends appeared to be attached to their parents by a powerful elastic cord. They could test their parents' love with bad behaviour, but the cord would never snap. It would always spring back. It seems that they were bonded with unconditional love. However, I didn't have a cord. The relationship with my adoptive parents was just like my frayed shoelaces. How did that play out, Tom? I was always afraid of my parents' disapproval. I was worried that if I misbehaved, I would be sent back to the orphanage. Does that mean that you were well behaved all the time? Oh no, I was usually bad. I felt compelled to put my adoptive parents' love to the test. I tried to prove that their love for me was conditional, and that eventually they would cut the cord. What happened? I overstepped the mark with my bad behaviour. The cord was cut. I was sent to live with a distant relative in Scotland. Solly squatted down. Tom, would you show me your shoelaces? If you insist. Do you remember the first time that you tried to tie your own shoelaces? I do. I felt that it was a great achievement. It is. Progressing from our parents tying our shoelaces to tying our own shoelaces is a great transitional period in many children's lives. We come of age. It is a sayonara to one stage of our childhood and the start of another. I understand. However, that does not apply to me. I had no parents to tie my shoelaces for me. I was not adopted until I was 8. I was alone with my shoelaces when I was young. In that case, there is something that we should resolve. Or you might find yourself alone for the rest of your life. What exactly? You may know how to tie your shoelaces now, but it does not follow that you have come of age. For it is little acts of love, like having our shoelaces tied for us, that enable us to safely progress from childhood to adulthood. If we miss out on these little acts of love when we are young, we can often find ourselves trapped in our childhood for the rest of our life. Now, kneel down please and give me your shoelaces. Then Solly placed the shoelaces on the ground and straightened them out. You say that your love in your relationship with your parents was like your frayed shoelaces, ready to break at any point. I like that analogy. However, your thinking is wrong. The condition of your shoelaces is not important. Only what you do with the two ends of your cord matters. Now, read out these words for me, if you will. Being umbilical. It was an umbilical cord that connected you to your mother, carried oxygen, brought you food, and gave you life. However, in many cases, this cord was discarded in a surgical waste bin, thrown away and forgotten. To find your purpose and give your life meaning, you must retrieve the two ends of your umbilical cord and ask a life-changing question. What must I connect my cord to so that the two ends disappear? So what must I do? You must master the arts of being loving and self-love. Then you can look to be umbilical. Pick your cord or shoelaces up again, not literally, but in your mind. Take the two ends, look to reach out and make circles for others. If you do, your loose ends will disappear. You will hear people say that they are at a loose end, or they cannot make ends meet. They always will be until they become umbilical. Thank you for listening or watching. That's part of Tom's transformation from his troubled past and his dependency on things like whiskey, until he becomes a support for one of the other characters and finds the role he has to play in life, and a very important one that is. Hopefully you'll follow Tom's progress in his transformation, and you can buy the book if you would like to know more, and it's available at Amazon and thetreemystic.com. Thank you. Goodbye.